Hello, everyone. As is our tradition here at Two Coyotes, when we have a larger group of our whole community gathered, we'd like to honor the tradition of our gratitude circles, which we do at the beginning of every program day. And this tradition comes from the Haudenosaunee Nation. This tradition was gifted to the entire global deep nature connection movement that we are a part of. It was gifted to us by the late Chief Jake Swamp of the Mohawks. The Haudenosaunee have given gratitude for thousands of years, beginning of every single gathering they have, whether it's an informal social gathering to a formal political one and everything in between. They always give gratitude, and they call it the Thanksgiving address, or the words before all else. And these words are so important. These words of gratitude, they've known for all these years how important it is in their tradition. And science now is catching up and proving how beneficial giving gratitude on a regular basis is for one's health. Chief Jake Swamp said to not try to be Mohawks, to be like them, but to be ourselves and to make gratitude our own tradition in our own way, which we have with our gratitude circles. But we like to, in our community days, to honor the origin of where this came from, to honor that tradition and share a shortened version. For their Thanksgiving address can take many, many hours. And here in a few minutes, we will share a shortened version with you that shares how much there is to be grateful for in one's life and what is around us to be grateful for. So as we share with my fellow staff, feel free to express out loud and share a yes, or however you wish to, if you feel that gratitude that they are sharing for each of the pieces they share, to express that with your family members. So join us in bringing our hearts and minds together as one in this Thanksgiving address, the words before all else.
I would like to bring our attention to the people that make up this Two Coyotes family, the people who take care of us, the people who we take care of, all the people that we get to spend our time with and enjoy our life with.
I'd like to offer gratitude for the earth, for everything within the earth and upon it. She supports us as we walk with our feet and brings us joy as we live together on the earth. And we can gather joy by taking care of the earth as well. It's been here as long as we know and will continue to be here long into the future.
I'd like to turn our hearts and minds' attention to give thanks to the waters. Everything from the tiniest drop of dew to the natural spring behind me to the vast oceans and all of the creatures that live in those waters, from the tiny itty-bitty tardigrade all the way to the giant blue whale and everything that thrives because of the waters.
I want to turn our attention to the low-growing plants of the world, to the creeping vines and the swaying grasses, to the plants of the field and the forest and the wetland that give us our medicine or our food. I want to turn our attention to the hazards, to the poison ivy and the prickers and the poisonous plants. I'm feeling really grateful for low-growing plants. How about you?
Let's bring our attention to the animals, to the majestic four-leggeds that roam our planet, to our pets, and to the wild animals. Thank you for teaching us by the way that you move, by the way that you eat, by the way that you heal yourselves. Thank you for teaching us how to be loving and free.
Now I'd like to bring our attention to the trees, the one-legs who are all around us, who give us oxygen that we can breathe, give us wood for our houses and our fires, and who give us the gift of shade in the summertime, as well as fruits and nuts that are delicious and nourishing. Is anyone else feeling grateful for the trees?
I'd like to share gratitude for birds, from the birds who have lived with us for centuries and provide us with all sorts of things, to the wild birds of all stripes and colors who inspire us to spread our wings and fly high.
I'm thankful for the four directions that guide us, the four seasons that help us tell the passing of time, and the weather that brings us everything from the smallest wildflowers to the largest snowstorms.
I'd like to bring our hearts and minds together to give gratitude for the universe and for all the celestial bodies that make up our solar system, to the moon, to the sun, and to the twinkling stars that fill our night sky.
I would like to give gratitude to all those that came before us, the many generations of people whose shoulders we stand on. And I'd also like to give gratitude to all the people yet to come, all the babies yet to be born, and many generations going forward.
I'd like to give thanks for the great mysteries in life. All the things we don't know, all the things we don't know that we don't know, all of those things that we discover that give us a sense of awe and wonder, and all of those magical moments that we have when we find something that we didn't know existed.
Now I would like to throw a blanket of gratitude out there in each of the directions, to each season and what they each hold, to each element and what contains each element. For all that went unmentioned, we still hold dear in our hearts. A blanket of gratitude to all of that and more, and our hearts and minds are now one.